Hi students, welcome back in English grammar class. Today we are going to discuss active passive voices of affirmative sentences. You know, affirmative sentences are sentences which are having a commands and request in them. So as you can see, as an example, the sentences are given here. Shut the door or kindly help me. So in shut the door, in here we are having a command, and kindly help me is having a request. So such type of sentences in which we are having a command, a request, or an advice, so we call it affirmative sentences. So affirmative sentences are having its own structure in passive voice, like they didn't follow that common structure of changing a sentence from active to passive voice, which we have discussed, that object and helping verb, third form of verb, by and subject. So they didn't follow those rules. So here we are discussing that how command sentences can be changed into passive voice. As you can see, this is the structure of command sentences. That in the start we will be having let, especially for command sentences. In affirmative sentences, then it's the structure for command sentence only. Like as you can see, in the start we would just put let, then subject, then be, or if it's a negative sentence, then we would put not with it, then past participle, which is third form of verb. So here also we would be having third form of verb, and we would be always having this word let at the start of the sentence. As you can see, shut the door, so the sentence would be like this, that let, and after let, as you can see, that we are having no subject in the sentence. Like in shut the door, we are having no subject. Shut is verb and the door is object. So here you can see that we would just put let at the start of the sentence, then the door, which is the object of the above sentence, so it would come at the start of the sentence. The door, then we would put this word be instead of by. Here we are having be. And then shut, obviously shut is its third form. All the three forms are the same: shut, shut, shut. So let the door be shut. If we have such type of sentences, so its structure would be like this. Let's suppose if we told someone that clean the board, so the sentence would be let the board be cleaned. If we tell something to take out page, so the sentence would be like this, that let the page be taken out. So all such type of sentences in which we are having command, its structure would be like this. Then we are having some other type of structure for request sentences. In request sentences, the above pattern or above structure would not be followed. Here as you can see, kindly help me. So here you would look at the situation, that whether there is an advice or request or what in this sentence. So as you can see, kindly help me. So obviously when you are saying someone that kindly help me, so you are requesting someone. It's not that you are ordering someone that kindly help me. No, kindly help me, so it means that you are doing a request. So in request sentences, we would just use those words, like that whether a request is being made here, or a command, or a order, or what is being made here. Like as you can see, kindly help me, so obviously the person who is addressing is you. In such type of sentences in which we are having no subject, as in the above sentence, shut the door, kindly help me, in all affirmative sentences we are having a hidden subject, which is you. Obviously when we told someone shut the door, clean the board, pick out the pages, why? So in all these type of sentences, we are ordering the person who is listening to us, but we are not showing this word you there, that you shut the door, you kindly help me, because obviously the person is in front of us and we are addressing him or her, so we just didn't use this word you in such type of sentences. So whenever we wanted to change the request sentences into passive voice, so we have already this hidden you as a subject, so we can use it. Like as you can see, you are requested to help me. Its structure would be like this: you are requested to help me. If we ask someone that kindly give me a glass of water, so it would be like this, that you are requested to give me a glass of water. So such type of sentences would be changed in this way. Now let's here discuss that how we would be changing the WH questions to passive voice. You know, the WH questions are those questions which start from the words starting with WH, as the words who, whom, where, when, why, and how. So these are all, also what, these are all WH question words, WH words, and the sentences, the questions which are starting with these words will be calling WH questions. So here you can see it would be also having the same structure as we have discussed in different tenses. As you can see, they haven't given the WH words here in the start of the sentence. Are they planting trees? As we have already discussed it, that in interrogative sentences, are they planting trees? So such type of questions would be changed like this, that are trees being planted? Are they planting trees? Are trees being planted by them? It would be changed like this, as you know. So whenever we are having those WH words at the start of the sentence, so it would be remain at the same place in other sentences. The place of the WH words would not be changed. It will remain at the start of the sentence, while the rest of the sentence would be changed accordingly. As you can see, like if here we put that why are they planting trees, so it would be like this, that why are trees being planted by them, or why are trees being planted. So here the place of WH questions would not be changed in a sentence. Or if we say that when are they planting trees, so the answer, the passive voice would be when are trees being planted by them. So the place of the WH questions would remain the same, while the rest of sentence would follow the rules. As you can see that this sentence is are they planting trees with this helping verb are and planting ing form. We came to know that this is a sentence of present continuous tense. So we have changed it accordingly, that we have used this word being in it because it is ing and we are having ing form in it, so we have added this helping verb being with it. Same as in the next case, dash did they tell you, were they told, were you told. So here you can see if we added why at the start, why did they tell you, so the passive voice would be the same, why were you told. So such type of sentences would remain the same, while the place of the WH words would also be at the start of the sentence at their own place. Like if we use this word here, that what did they tell you, so in its passive voice would be the same, that what were you told. So the place of what, where, when, why, and how, it would be remain at its own place. While there are two ways to change the questions which are starting with who. This word who has only different structure. Like let's suppose who questions are changed in two ways. Let's suppose any question which is started from the word who, there are two ways to change such type of questions. As you can see, who opened the door, who opened the door. So here you can see that there are two ways to change such type of sentences. Who was the door opened by, or we can say by whom was the door opened. So there are two ways to change such type of sentences. We can use the same rule, that who would be at its own place, and we would use the rest of the structure to the rest of the sentence. And another method is that we would use by whom at the start of the sentence. By whom was the door opened. So obviously then we would not use that by there. So let's have a look at it, that how this word who, whenever a question is started from this word who, so how would it change. Who opened the door, who was the door opened by whom was the door opened. There are two structure of it, which are like who, then plus we would add the helping verb, then plus object, then plus third form of verb, and then at the end by. Or if we follow another method of changing this sentence. So its structure would be by whom, then plus be, which is helping verb, then plus object, and then third form of verb. So these are the structure of changing who questions into passive voice. Hope this lecture would be helpful and it would be clear to you. See you in my next class with another topic, because we have finished with active passive voices. So we would be starting narrations, which means direct and indirect narration, in my next class. Thank you.